Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the one they call Glaze Gibbs. Hey, listen, what I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, I talk about the ugly. My life story is my ministry. And you know what I try to do is I try to share different life experience. How do I share my life experience, my ups and downs? And what I'm trying to do is how do we stop these kids from picking up that brick, throwing at their prison wall for absolutely nothing? You know what I'm talking about? Bad habit. What was your bad habit that you had? What did you used to do as a little kid that you was ashamed of, you didn't want nobody to know? You know what? One of the bad habits that I had, I used to suck these two fingers. And you know what? Right now, when I was out, like when I'm with my family member, my brother, my sister, I didn't care who see it. They knew I sucked my finger. My first cousin, they know. My auntie, them know. But sometimes we be at company house or other family member house that I wasn't too comfortable with. What I used to do is I used to put my hand under my shirt and cover my nose and suck my finger. I used to be like this. I used to be covering it while I'm sucking my finger. And right now is I used to be sitting next to my mom's at the company house. And right now, like some of the family members or some of her company, well, what are you doing? Oh, well, here it is. He's sucking his finger. He just don't want nobody to know it or whatever. I used to be so embarrassed, folks. I used to be like, Mom, come on, Mom, what are you doing? Don't be blowing me up like that. But you know what? Like I say right now, that's what they did. I used to be so bad. Like right now, with my two fingers, my cousin and them. I'm talking about when I was, right now I'm like 5, 6, 7 years old. They used to bully me. You know what I'm saying? Right now, every time I used to go down south, they was older than me. And they didn't like the fact that I was sucking my finger. So what these cartoon characters, what they used to do, they used to spit on my finger. Spit on my finger. And I used to be crying out. They used to slap me around, punch me around. I used to be crying because I'm upset. Come on, man, why y'all taking advantage of me? So what I used to do is I used to go to the bathroom and wash my finger off and put it back in my mouth. You know what? Because like one of my cousins used to say, you know what? You want peace when you sleep. And I ain't thought about that. But guess what? It's the peace sign. So right now I used to suck on them. Bingo. I know everybody got some type of form of bad habit. Whether you suck your finger, whether you suck your thumb, whether you pee the bed, whether you rub your ear, whatever you may do. Whether you used to be like Linus, with your security blanket or whatever, or whether you like to sleep right now with the light on because you was afraid of the dark. Everybody got something that they wasn't too proud of, so they was kind of ashamed of. And you know what got me over that habit? With like right now, for me, sucking my finger. What got me out of that habit was one time, my mother, may her soul rest in peace, she was on the A train, on a crowded A train, coming from work one evening. And as she said she was on that crowded A train, it was two men, two brothers, having a conversation, grown men. And she said right now is, as they was talking, one of them was sucking his thumb. But right now is when he wasn't sucking his thumb, he was talking. Bah, 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 bah. But what she noticed, he had a wedding band. He was married. So here it is, this grown man on a public train, A train, from Manhattan to Brooklyn bound, and he's sucking his thumb. He didn't care. So what you look at, my mom's and the guy that he was talking to, they did like a nonverbal, communication. Like, whoa, like, look at this guy. Grown man, married, with a wedding band on, and he on this public train, like no shame, sucking his thumb in front of everybody. And folks, like, that's a bad habit. And not only that it's a bad habit, it's embarrassing. But I guess to me, like, I was ashamed of it. That's why I couldn't do that in the public. But this guy, he's on a public A train. He didn't have no shame to his game. He didn't care who was watching him or whatever. And what I'm saying is, folks, listen, when she told me that story about that man at 11 years old, for some reason, it was something about that message that hit home. It was something about that message. I didn't want to be like that guy. I don't want to be a grown man married with kids, right now out in the public sucking my fingers. So at that present time, it was something in that message that stopped me from sucking my finger. That, guess what? I never sucked my finger again. So what I'm just trying to say right now, folks, I don't know whether it's like, right now, a psychological effect or whatever, why people suck their thumb, why people pee the bed, why people like to drink out the container and put it back. Come on. It's so many different bad habits that we as human beings we as people had. That right now is like we had to. Some people still do the same thing, and some people was able to be strong enough to understand that, nah, we're better than that. We're going to break these negative trends. We're going to break these negative bad habits. And the difference, like I told you right now, is like, to me, I used to be, like, if I wasn't around my immediate family, I'm not sucking my fingers around nobody. I gotta know you and feel comfortable around you or whatever. Like, like I told you, my brother, my sister, my moms, my pop, my first cousin, my aunts and them, I didn't care. But when I was outside, nah, man, I'm not sucking my finger. But the difference is, I had to break that habit. And it took that story, but my mother telling me about the guy on the train, on the A train, that, I never sucked my finger again. Hey, listen, folks, I don't care what you up against. Guess what? You can overcome anything. You can overcome anything. Bad habits, addiction. You can overcome anything. Why? Because you got to know you can do it. You got to say, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. You know you can do it. That's like I said, to me, I used to feel I got to suck my finger because it hurt the circulation of my saliva. That was a bunch of garbage. But the difference is, once I put it in my mind that I was not sucking my finger no more, I never suck my finger no more. So right now, if you got if you're addicted to alcohol, I'm not drinking no more. If you're addicted to drug, I'm not using drug no more. If you're addicted to smoking cigarette and you want to quit, I'm not addicted to smoking cigarette anymore. If you're addicted to overeating, I'm not addicted to overeating no more. If you're addicted to, like I used to be, the prison system, man, listen, I'm not going to do nothing stupid in my life, to cause me to go back to jail. You know what? So that's the difference. Whatever we put in our heart, in our mind, our spirit, we can do everything. We can do all things through Christ which strengthens us. Listen, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Once again, this is Brian Glaze Gibbs, bringing it to you live. You know what? To me, in order to be honest with anybody else, you got to first attempt to be honest with yourself. One love.
What is Panoxol? Panoxol is an over-the-counter, 100% natural nutritional supplement. Those who take Panoxol regularly have reported improved blood pressure, better blood flow to the heart, and increased oxygen flow to the brain, increasing mental alertness. What makes Panoxol so powerful is its perfect balance of safe, natural amino acids and herbs. Each of the ingredients brings its own benefits to promoting overall cardiovascular health, which can also contribute to lowering risks for stroke, heart attack, and kidney failure. To learn more about the ingredients in Panoxol and see the research yourself, visit us online at www.panoxol.com. Help your heart today with Panoxol. We guarantee you'll feel better with Panoxol. Visit us online or by calling toll-free 1-844-PANOXOL. That's 1-844-726-6965. Feel better, live stronger. Panoxol, that's all.